Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Trey Waynes is a very aggressive cover corner player, learning how to add off coverage to his game.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
To throw here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Let's go!
third down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw. But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this is brought in by Pryor. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
And they pick up a first down, and that that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Incomplete, right side to tight end Rudolph. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on fourth down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Tight left. Flex round. Back. Here we go. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, a lot of people think the tight end's a safety valve position, but I think in situations like this, he's often a primary receiver, and they missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, missed an opportunity indeed to pick up the first. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now a first down following that long gain. Bridgewater to throw it. Fighting through. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big-bodied receiver with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And out now come the Vikings. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They come up in an offset eye. And the wideout in motion. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Deep drop, flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll give him the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's got time. He's going to fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 yards there and a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
We'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And it's a fumble. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shipped together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. Actually, remember,
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the lead will grow by 1 more. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that run is one to build on. And I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go. Brand 38.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll run the option left. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And they'll run it here. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Tagger! Check. Tagger! Check 9.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Get ready. Play 90. Play 90. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Two time. 4 down. Get ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that